Mukasey, who is headed up to the Senate Judiciary Committee this week. Give me your sense about how the reaction was in the Democratic Party to his basically refusal to say that waterboarding is torture after his sort of, I guess, much trumpeted opening statements regarding torture.
Hey, Sam, Christy we just lost her, but we'll get her back.
All right, well then, very well. Let's go to Jack Hitt. Give me your sense of Mukasey's hedging on this.
Are you talking about on the torture question?
Yes, specifically.
The actual quote of his is, they were talking about waterboarding, and he was asked about whether that was constitutional or not. And his answer was, if it amounts to torture, then it is not constitutional. But then refused to define what torture was. What is it with these? It reminds me of the "if I have offended anyone, then I apologize" direction. Seems like everybody in Washington has these sort of definition. We should outlaw the "if-then" clause. I think they should just be required to speak only in declarative sentences from now on. But this is the very essence of weasel wording. This is the very thing that Bush ran against Al Gore on. And now, on the key issue of the Attorney General's job right now, he has decided to play these semantic games.
Yeah, it's shocking. Larissa, is it enough for our Attorney General to simply say torture is bad, and then basically say, but nothing we do is torture because of the way that we've redefined it?
Right. No, it's bad, and of course the problem is the fact that he can't answer a basic question. He can't define a definition that's stood with time for many, many years, and suddenly under the Bush administration, language fails everyone. The fact that there can't be just a basic understanding of what torture is, that it has to be maneuvered in and out of these, little bites and sounds of things that could be used for political either protection or political opportunism is really disturbing. And, there's a bigger question also, and that is why here you have an administration that breaks the law over and over and over, then changes the law after to make themselves retroactively immune. Why do they get to nominate anybody for anything, let alone Attorney General anymore? In my opinion, it's a farce.
Well, so Larissa, what are you suggesting? I mean, I know what you're saying. It would be nice if the Democrats refused to even contemplate, maybe not even hold hearings for this guy. But the bottom line is, if they don't, right. Paul Keesler will be the Attorney General. He's the acting Attorney General, and from everything that I've read, this guy's worse than Mukasey.
Yeah, no, you're right. But if there are crimes, misdemeanors or high crimes, those are impeachable. And I don't think we need to take part in this farce. At least they can go, do this farce without us and no longer pretend. Because if they're not going to impeach anyone, they're basically going to confirm a man as the highest law enforcement official in the country, taking orders from people who have already committed crimes. And how is that, why do we have to pick a lesser of two evils? The guy who's worse than him that's there now, I thought it was Paul Clement. I guess I was wrong.
No, well, that's the thing, is on the day that he nominated Michael Mukasey, he switched right. Paul Clement back to Solicitor General and appointed as acting Attorney General Paul Keesler, who had resigned from the Civil Rights Division, apparently, and Federalist Society a right-winger who has shown his movement conservative guy, whereas Mukasey apparently at least feels that it is inappropriate to suggest that America tortures, whereas you had people like Bybee writing that we can torture, that the Geneva Conventions are quaint. He is willing to hold up the charade here, at least.
Right, but in public, they're all saying we don't torture, and torture is bad. They're not defining it. And the Bybee memo was a private document. It was in the house, if you will. And so, you know, my point is, I think this is farcical. It's ridiculous. It's insulting to the public to have to watch a spectacle where people who have already broken a number of laws appoint a man who can't answer a basic question, and this man is going to be confirmed, everyone says, to then go follow orders of these same people, because that's ultimately what's going to happen. He's going to become yet another Petraeus, yet another any number of you know, people who stand, who the White House hides behind.